Hello guys, welcome back to our channel. In this video, we will discuss how to add contact form to your WordPress website and how to configure it. Contact Form 7 is one of the most used forms with many WordPress themes. It's a common contact form and it is a free plugin that you can download from WordPress. To add this form to your site, click on the plugins on your WordPress dashboard and search Contact Form 7 in the search bar. You can find the plugins as the first result. Install and activate it. After the activation, a new contact menu will be added to the WordPress dashboard. Click on the contact form. Under that, and you can see there's already a default contact form named Contact Form 1. You can copy the shortcode and paste it to add the contact form to a page, post or widget. Let's copy the shortcode and paste it at the bottom of the sample page to see how it looks. WordPress will automatically identify this as a contact form widget. Then you can update the page and view the basic contact form we added now. Now let's see how to customize that contact form. Navigate back to the contact form and click on contact form that you need to edit. Then you will see a code with HTML label tags. That's how that code is created. Those HTML label tags represent the field names that show to the user, and the input type of data collected in the form are shown using text, mail, text area. For example, a user can input text, numbers in text type, and email addresses in email type, and a message in text area type. We can change the label names and edit the forms as we need. We can change the submit button label to send as we want. Save the changes and reload the sample page. Then you can see the changes that have applied to our contact form. We can add any data field like drop-down menus, checkboxes to our contact form as our need. For example, if we want to add a field to add user's telephone number, we can click the place that we're going to add the field and add the label tel. We can mark it as a required field if it is mandatory to fill that field by the user. We can add a field name, a default value, and if we are using these for programming, we can use ID attribute and class attributes. Then click on Insert tag. And you can see a field has added to enter the telephone number. That's how we add the new tag. Once you click Save, it will save the form. Then we will see how to configure this contact form. To do that, click on the Mail tab. The first field 2 represents the mail address to which the user's form is sent after a user fills the form and click on Send. The site admin should receive that form, so WordPress adds the admin's mail by default. You can view the site admin email in Settings. General as the administration email address. All the sent contact form will receive at this admin email address. We can use any email address to this without an issue. The following field from is representing from which email address this form is coming to the admin. We can add the site title there. Then the admin can identify from which website this form is sent through. The specialty of this mail is this email address should be created using the site domain name, or else this contact form will not function properly or will not send the contact form to the admin. You can create the mail address by adding the name before the @ symbol and site domain. These site title, site admin email shortcodes are taken from the WordPress, which comes as the default site title and site admin email. Subject refers to the subject that the user is adding in this form in the Your Subject field. It passes from the Your Subject shortcode in the contact form. In the additional headers, the reply to header passes the user email. In the message body, user can type the message that the user wants to send to the site admin, and the user's name, user's email will be added at the beginning of the message body. You can remove the final phrase of the message template if you don't need it. This part is what the admin received when a user or a visitor sent the contact form to the site admin. By enabling the Mail To option, we can send automated replies like automated response to the user mentioning that we received the user's email. You can notice that this Mail To fills the opposite details that we previously configured. The to refers to the user email as we send the confirmation to the user. The from field refers to the site email and it will appear as an email sent by the website to the user. The subject is the same as the user entered in his email. And in additional headers, there is a site admin email where the user can reply to that. The message body is the same as the user entered, and in the end, we can change the phrase as we want, which will be sent as an auto-response email like "We received your email. We'll contact you soon." And if you want, you can attach a file to send to the user by adding the file path in the File Attachment tab. Then we can save the changes we made. When a user sends an inquiry through a contact form, it will be received by the site admin, and the user will receive an automated reply saying, "Admin will contact you soon." Then in the Messages tab, we can edit the messages that the preview on the site after a user sends the contact form. According to the status of the form, if the form is sent successfully, failed to send, or if the form is not completed, we can edit the phrase, which the user will see in the front end. We can send a test form to check this. Reload the page that we added the contact form and fill it using dummy data and click on Send. Then you can see the phrase, "Thank you for your message, it has been sent." Like that, we can edit the phrases, which will appear in various instances. Like this, we can add a new contact form and edit it by using the data that we need to collect from the user. Then copy that contact form shortcode and paste it where you need to have the contact form and update. Then you can see that the contact form is added to your website. This is how we successfully add a contact form to our WordPress website.